welcome back to Sucker for Love. Again, it's been a while since I've been recording, if you've actually watched the intro to the channel, but we're going to get back into it. So, last time we left off, we had gone through the second chapter with Lynetta, because I can remember these things. We went through the second chapter with Lynetta's track, and now we're going to go through the second chapter with I forget her name. The Golden King's track. Oh yeah, I got a new cactus. I got a new plant baby. His name is Pickles. Her name is Pickles. Its name is Pickles. It's a cactus. And let's see what is actually my husband's guitar. I'm actually learning to play again, and I got my amp hooked up to my computer for Rocksmith, so I'm actually really excited about that because Rocksmith actually has like lessons, so I can utilize that and start, you know, getting back into that too. A lot of shit went down at the beginning of the year. Not gonna get into it because guess what? That is my personal shit. I don't have to dump it on you. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's remember that every day is a new victory. And where is Sucker for Love?
Baka baka.
Sucker for Love. First date.
There we go. Alright, we're going to full screen this. Alright. Load. Down. Estir! That's right, Estir. 3 endings. And I cannot start in the middle. I have to do it all at the beginning.
Chapter 2. The King in Yellow approaches.
Okay, last time you will have also noticed that I had done my makeup to match Lynetta, and pink really wasn't my color. In a world terrorized by slavering shadows and tentacled nightmares, something as innocuous as an additional star in the night sky may be the most prophetic, I almost said pathetic, premonition of doom. For wherever the lurid golden light of the planet Carcosa shines, the long, wicked shadow of the King in Yellow is cast. Behind that mask lie echoes of decadence and disorder, masquerades of limitless cruelty and hideous laughter in equal part. Oh, son of a bitch. And all of the poor devils seduced by the lavish promises of the God King's court, the favored victims of the King's sadistic amusement, are followers belonging to other deities. Oh shit. Huh? What? Where? Huh? Did I zone out? What was I doing? Ah, damn, I'm having one hell of a brain fart. Can't remember for the life of me what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything feels so hazy. Was I going to work? I am standing outside after all. That's gotta be it. The sun's setting, so it's probably around 7 p.m., which means I'm gonna be crazy late. Fantastic. That's the beauty of working nights. I can't use the excuse that I overslept. Yeah, boss, I slept all day, sun up to sundown. Sundown. That's why I'm 6 hours early for my shift? Huh? Those sound like church's noontime bells. It's high noon? No way. They must be doing some special evening service or something. I can clearly see that it's the golden hour right before sunset. That doesn't look like the sun, though. That's too big. I'll just have to ask someone for the time on my way to work. If it's not too late, and I really hoof it, I'll just get chewed out instead of fired. I'll still have to deal with being sweaty, but I'll figure that out when I get there. Oh, someone's coming home. Perfect. Fingers crossed that I'm not absolutely screwed. Hey man, sorry to bother you. You wouldn't happen to have the time on you, would you? I I don't. Hello? Hey? Hey? Is this guy ignoring me? Normally I'd say whatever and walk away, but he's unfortunately standing in the only stairway on this floor. You know, it's just 4 stories. Just jump. The only way to exit this conversation is to shove past him, but the guy is giving me such weird vibes. I don't want to go anywhere near him. The longer I look at him, this guy seems more and more suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That odd posture, he's slowly swaying in an uncanny, disturbing way. The collar on his shirt looks filthy, stained with splotches of browns and reds. Is he bleeding? Does he even live here? This is the top floor, and I thought I've met all my neighbors. There are only 4 apartments up here. My only choices are to go inside and call the police, or to walk past this freaky guy. I don't have time to wait around for when the cops show up, so I'll... But just as I take a step, I kick something weighty with my shoe. It's bright pink with gold accents. Oh yeah, what I was saying about my makeup. So I did gold today instead of yellow, because just like pink, yellow is not my color. A book? What the... Lynetta! But I died. That world ended. The shock freezes me in place, and because I was so distracted, I didn't even notice that someone had their whole dang face off. I duck inside my room, slamming the door in the suspicious man's face. Fumbling with the locks in a panic, I manage to turn the deadbolt. I take a few fearful steps back into the room, clutching the book to my beating chest. I died. I definitely died when I performed the final ritual, so why am I still here? Where is here? Locked in my room, I have nowhere to run. Lynetta? Lynetta! If Lynetta was here, she could explain this. Maybe there's something in this book that can save me. I need to hurry. Come on, come on, Lynetta. Where are you?
Who is this Lynetta you're trying to call?
Missy? What are you doing here in my room?
I just so happened to overhear you saying, Lynetta, where are you? You sounded like you were in trouble, so I let myself in.
How did you even get in here?
Your window was open.
No, it's not. And either way, I'm on the top floor, so how did you...
Lynetta sounds like a girl's name, right? This Lynetta is obviously the girl you stood me up for, isn't she?
What is her deal? I knew she'd be pissed I slammed the door in her face, but not so much that she wouldn't notice any of the things obviously wrong here. Why doesn't she care about those freaky things stalking me outside? Or that my room is full of evil idols and ritualistic tokens? I can explain all this stuff.
Let me guess. Accursed devices used to channel eldritch magics and do the bidding of outer gods.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly right. Did you just randomly guess that?
No, I've just been playing coy. I know exactly what you've been doing. You know what this is, don't you?
It's a golden version of my book. The book that I used to perform rituals for Lynetta. Hers looks way more ornate than mine. Except for that hand-drawn instead of beautifully etched. Considering I ended reality with mine, I can't imagine how dangerous hers must be. Wait a minute, the sky, that suspicious man outside, they all match Missy's book. Is she making all this happen? Oh god. When I expected her to do something crazy, I thought she was just gonna show up with a hatchet or something. Missy, look, I'm sorry. I got wrapped up in something. Please don't.
Sorry? You're sorry? Why are you acting so afraid of me? Could it be that you know what this book is capable of?
I know all too well, but I also know that these incantations take at least 5 seconds to pronounce, and that if she gets it right on the first try... So, worst case, I have 5 seconds to stop her. If I dash for my ritual knife behind her, I might be able to kill her before she does something terrible to me. If I can distract her, I might be able to buy myself more time. Missy, look, I'll do whatever you want.
Anything? I can be rather demanding.
Name your price.
So bold. In that case, I have 3 commands. Number 1, you'll address me as Your Highness from now on. So when I come home, it's Welcome home, Your Highness.
When she comes home, she wants to move in? But that means... Whatever. It's not like I'm going to have to actually follow through on these. At least one of us is about to die. As you wish, Your Highness. What else?
Number 2. You'll quit your job so you can spend every waking moment catering to me, your one and only.
But how are we going to pay rent? Sure, whatever. Just a little bit more until I'm sprinting in sprinting range of the knife.
And number 3. You'll obey every order and whim I have, absolutely, without question. Do you agree to my terms?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Your Highness.
I suppose if you will do whatever I ask, then there's no need to use any of these dreadful spells on you. As a
Yay!
matter of fact, I believe you can help me with them. Here.
She just handed over her book without a second thought. Yellow energy pulses and crackles from my fingertips. Is she not here to hurt me?
Confused. I've liked you for a long time, and you're a capable bookkeeper. Handsome to boot. There's no reason we can't simply work together. After all, a relationship based on threats of violence and fear is no good, right?
Right. We narrowly escaped with our lives just now, but something is bothering me. How does she remember that I stood her up in the reality that ended under Lynetta's awakening? And how did she get in through my window? I doubt she was able to climb several stories dressed like that and then pass through my locked window without breaking it. There's only one possible answer. Alright, Your Highness. I'm ready to enter my lifetime of servitude to you. I just have one small request first.
Being?
Could you tell me what this is?
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it?
So you're an eldritch god disguised as a human.
What? How did you figure that out so suddenly?
It still gets me that her eye patch just moves like that. It's there because fuck all why. Isn't it obvious? No human being can pronounce Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Of course not. It's an eldritch loanword. Why else would it be spelled like that?
There's a place called Worcestershire.
I was careless. After all this time I wasted trying to seduce you in this slovenly form.
Yeah, you should have tried using your eldritch form instead. I would have fallen in love immediately.
What?
We like strong women, after all. What?
You think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human?
3D women are fine, but 4th dimensional girls with non-Euclidean geometry are smoking hot. They've got curves I can literally get lost in.
If I had known that you're attracted to my cosmic godhood, I would have just led with that. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Estir, King in Yellow, heiress to Carcosa. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh yes, madame, charmed. She's gorgeous, a bona fide eldritch king in my room. Oh man, all my fantasies of smooching and eldritch horror are coming true, and eldritch royalty to boot. The King in Yellow sounds familiar. I can't remember why. My memory from my other existence is kind of fuzzy. What I do remember is that her followers tend to be incredibly violent towards cultists loyal to other gods. Like Lynetta. Shit, I kinda got swept up in the moment and almost forgot I already pledged fealty to a different god, this reality or not. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm already involved with another god. I'm following Lynetta.
I know, so loyal, so faithful and devoted. That's why I want you to be my follower instead.
Why do you sound bored about that? You
In
betch.
exchange for serving me, I shall grant you anything you desire. Wealth, power, whatever that rotten witch Lynetta offered you, I can double it.
She promised me a smooch.
And I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are Are you mad?
Yes! You heard me. So you'll match her offer then.
I suppose. If that's all you're selling the world for, then a smooch can be arranged.
No way. You promised to double it. That's 2 smooches.
No, hold on a minute.
One on this end, one on the other. No, I'm kidding. 2 of them on the lips.
All right, very well. 2 smooches lip to lip. Satisfied? Usually my followers ask for inordinate wealth, unquestionable fame and influence, or some lavish indulgence. Nobody's ever dared to ask to kiss me before, so...
Aw, are you shy? She's blushing for real.
You really want to smooch me? Well, your terms are amenable. Suffice it to say, I'll expect you to perform your scenes flawlessly in exchange.
You got it. Scenes?
The prompt book I gave you contains the script for The King in Yellow.
Excuse me? Huh? You mean this spell book that I was so afraid of? It's just a damn play? This thing is just a playbook. Where all the power-invoking rituals.
Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand?
Okay, be a bitch about it, why don't you?
No, we aren't barbaric swamp folk casting hocus pocus in a cave. We have a little class. To invoke my power, my play must be performed perfectly.
Perfectly? I mean, I don't always get these rituals, scenes right the first time. What happens if I botch my lines or get a scene wrong?
Your performance will receive a scathing review in the Carcosan Times publication. And you'll also be killed.
Sounds fair. Gulp. I'm getting those smooches no matter what.
Break a leg, dearest.
Okay. Exterior in view of the city. Okay. Oh, this is the bathroom. Never mind. Greetings, stranger, fortune fellow. 'Tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the king in yellow, some come all ye in ye till. Wear thine masks upon you to my masquerade until he may come to lost you till. Hope for us there may be still.
Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken. To the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou bark in the dim city of Yatil? Only much attention, quite unwholesome, you'll instill from the souls of poor Yatil. Why attract so much ill will?
That is just what I must seek, see hidden somewhere mongst the meekly. 'Tis one invitee I seek, he shall all my stakes undo. 'Tis the king in yellow, whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth come to I and you.
Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and this whole town will know anguish, for the king is whom they say, which shall this city indeed smite. If he comes, Yatil and you and I will know his might, all be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price?
Wearing this expensive clothing, pardon from my family's loathing, lasting till I'm decomposing all my friends whom strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be proud because I had brought the king to us.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Why, thank you. That was actually pretty fun. I haven't gotten to flex my acting chops since high school.
You're no stranger to the stage, I can tell.
Yeah, I was a theater kid. My school did Macbeth.
A virtuoso of the bard, are we? If you
He was a
performed
pervert.
Shakespeare, then you must be an actor of sufficient ability to survive my play. Tell me, what role were you? The leading man, I presume.
I was tree number 4.
I wasn't aware that was a role.
It's not.
You weren't even the leading tree?
Don't worry, I was actually Macbeth.
I thought you said you were a tree.
Acting.
Oh, you are good.
Whoa, hey, what's happening to you?
Don't fret, dearest. Something is simply passing between my planet's light and your bedroom.
Oh
A
my.
cloud, perhaps. You know the proverb, wherever the golden light of Carcosa shines, the shadow of the unspeakable one is cast? It's a literal rule.
So are you the actual star? Planet? Are you a planet or a star?
I can only be wherever the light of my planet star Carcosa shines.
Both. Okay, that works.
In other words, I can't reach you at night when you're not standing in natural light, or if anything obstructs your view of Carcosa.
That explains why Missy had a weird daytime curfew. She literally vanished when the sun sets. What a Cinderella-like curse. That also explains how she got in my room. My window may have been locked, but the curtains were open, allowing the light in. So she can't get into my room if I close my curtains?
Aw, I was quite enjoying my time with you. I wanted to stay a little longer. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow. It may be some time until your sky clears. Until then, I bid you adieu.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, looks like I have one hell of a choice to make. And today we are running through all the endings of this track. So I believe there are 3 for the Yellow King and 3 for Lynetta. We already did Lynetta, so yeah. Lynetta hasn't been summoned yet, and Estir is stuck outside for the moment. So I have a moment to collect my thoughts. Between Lynetta and Estir, who do I want to smooch? Or maybe more accurately, who am I more afraid of? Do I stay with Lynetta, or do I follow Estir this time around? She is offering twice as many smooches, after all. I need to make my choice. If I want to stay with Lynetta, then I should focus on casting spells from her book. If I want to smooch Estir, then I should open my window again when the clouds clear and use Estir's book. If I try going for both, well, walking down the middle of the road is bound to get me run over. And run over we shall get. As long as they aren't both in the same room at the same time, I should be safe, right? Oh man, what am I gonna do? Either way, I need to talk to Lynetta. She might be an avatar of world-ending calamity, but she might also be able to help me get my head straight. Speaking of my head, why does my forehead feel kind of sticky? Alright, so we're gonna go wash that off. Yep, that's why. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect. All possible light, red fire candles, ritual necklace. Already had a whole ass episode where I read through these. Come on. I do have the son of a bitch.
Darling, it's you!
Hey, Lynetta. It's nice to see her despite everything I've been through so far. Sure, she may have ended the reality I was from, but she never lied or deceived me in any way. She told me up front what would happen, and I did it willingly. That said, I'm really glad you're here, but can you tell me what happened to me, to that world we dated in?
That reality fell to me. Nothing there exists anymore. Like a dream that ends.
Just as I thought, only... Then why am I still here? Why did I survive when the rest of that reality didn't?
Darling, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing.
Go on,
You're
spill the
still
tea, girl.
Here because I'm still dreaming about you.
Oh,
Everything in
that's so
existence
cute.
is being dreamed about by at least one Eldritch God. So as long as you're on my mind, you'll exist somewhere.
That's actually kind of sweet, in a terrifying cosmic way. What would happen if every god stopped dreaming at the same time? What if you woke up all at once?
Everything, including all of the gods, would cease to be.
And that can just happen at any time?
Nah, don't worry. There's about 50 of us total, so the chances of all of us being awake at the same time are low.
There's only like 50 of you in all? She probably knows Estir very closely.
Kind of a big family, huh?
Family? Do you know Estir?
Esther. Darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Oops. Sister?
I can't stand prissy little boyfriend stealing.
Don't have a great relationship with her.
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Alright. Thanksgiving dinner must be awkward. Good thing I washed my face. Playboy instincts jumping out there. If Lynetta saw that lipstick smear on my forehead, I'd be in hot water right about now. Well, I still am in hot water now, actually. I've gotten involved with her sister. A messy affair is bad enough, but with a family member, I'm toast if she finds out. Estir, looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now if I wanted to. We're going to go through the worst ending to the best ending. So, we're going to do 2 with Lynetta first, and then go through Estir's stuff. Then 1 with Lynetta first, and then go through Estir's stuff. And then we'll do just all Estir. For now, I should work through Lynetta's spells again. Eldritch Hand saved my ass last time. I better cast that one in case I'm unable to talk again. Sheesh, listen to myself. What the hell is wrong with me, man? Oh, is she mad? Wear no robes or amulets and have a ritual knife on your person. Gore. Cleany gore. Cleany gore. Excuse you. You're scream. Ah, shit. Still as unnerving as I remember. In this reality, this is just my hand now. Forever.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date. Why don't you open your window? Let a little light in here?
No, no. No, wait!
What? What is it?
You sure you want to do that? I mean, don't you want to shower first before you go out, like last time?
Huh? Why would you suggest that?
I want to take a peek.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Do I still smell like the ocean?
Just a tad salty.
Heavens below. I'm so sorry, darling. I'll be right back. No peeking, bye. I love you.
That was a close one. If she opened that window, Estir would have came, and I would have been a goner. Looks like the clouds have cleared and Lynetta's out of the room. If I want to date Estir, it's go time. Otherwise, if I want to stay with Lynetta, I need to make absolutely sure that that window never opens ever. Time to choose. From this point on, my actions will have consequences. Alright, so just 2... Nope. 2 of these first. Metamorphosis. Total darkness, no lights, no candles. Or so ceremonial robe and necklace. Nope. My mouth. I can't move it again. Just like last time. Okay, calm down. Focus. If I can control my hand, then... Hey.
You're learning to control your eldritch mouth so soon?
I'm getting the hang of it. It seems I still have my muscle memory from the last reality. Good.
Oh, try saying something in Rillian.
No.
Oh, that's so sweet. You learned to say I love you.
pretty fluent now, right? What?
Well, vaulting would be a dangling participle error since you started the sentence with ya instead of ya. And since you and I are intimate, you don't need the gin suffix. No need to be so formal with your girlfriend.
Okay. Yes, I still have a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
How do you... Damn it, it's actually really difficult to speak English through my hand. Relayan rolls off the tongue in comparison. Hand tongue, that is. How do you speak human languages so well?
Actually, most of us are hyper-polyglots. You can't get people to worship you if you can't communicate with them.
Fair. Really? What else do you know?
English, Mandarin, Spanish, French, Arabic, ASL, Parseltongue, Elvish, Undercommon, Swedish.
Parseltongue. Oh. Hey, you made some of those up.
All languages are made up, darling.
Fair. Elderton, very spooky. Still cute. Lynetta?
Yes, darling?
I'm just checking, but you haven't tampered with my book, right?
What do you mean?
This Eldritch Embrace spell, it looks a bit different from the other rituals.
Oh, straight! Oh, what's the use? You caught me. It's not a real ritual. I see how hard you're pushing yourself to make it through these spells for my sake. I thought maybe you could use a break from the real rituals, so I could spoil you a little.
Aww. That's actually pretty sweet of you, but there's no time for breaks.
Not even a quick one?
I mean, maybe a quickie. I can't lose sight of my singular goal. Smooching.
Well, alright. I'll leave you to it then.
You're leaving?
There's something I need to check on. It's probably nothing, but you haven't seen anything strange lately, have you?
I've seen plenty of strange things lately. Outer gods, hands with mouths.
I meant things beyond the usual strangeness. You haven't noticed anything watching you, have you? Sorry, I guess I'm being the strange one. I'll just be right back. Stay safe, okay?
Yay! Well lit, no robes or necklaces, offering on person. My turtle! Oh. I'd like that.
Do you remember the last time we did this?
I do remember.
So, you know what happens next. One last ritual, and then we say goodbye again. As always, take as much time as you need. I'll wait as long as it takes, darling. Oh, who knew waking up could be so exhausting?
Gonna take a nap before you, well, end everything?
You know me so well. But don't try anything while I'm sleeping this time. I know what you did. Don't look so surprised. Right before our date would have ended, you betrayed me. Don't think that there aren't consequences between realities, darling. I've already dealt with that pesky breakup spell in your book, as I'm sure you've noticed. So just take a straight and narrow path of loyalty in front of you, and we can keep doing this forever and ever and ever. Could you hit the lights for me again, darling?
Sure. Okay. So that's out of the way. She's asleep. Masquerade mask, elegant robes. And ritual knife. Mask won't stay on my face, it just keeps slipping off.
Hi! Aren't you in proper dress, dearest?
Just having pre-show jitters. Getting the mask on is tricky with my hands shaking so
Jitters?
much. Yeah, you know. I know what I look like a playboy, but you still get nervous in front of pretty girls like...
Dearest, you love your king, yes? And you
Yeah!
would never lie to her, correct?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Then tell me, what happened to your face?
I try to avert my gaze, but her iron grasp holds my chin firmly in place. Her long, sharp nails dig into my
What
cheek.
an unfortunate accident. And an even more unfortunate face. For now, we shall conceal that hideous visage of yours beneath the hood of your robe. Hopefully, this won't affect your performance. And in the interest of not having further accidents, you will have my undivided attention from now on. You may express your gratitude to your king.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Oh, and dearest, one more thing. I may not be as barbaric as my sister, but I assure you I can be twice as dreadful. Do not give me cause to demonstrate.
Welcome, company much cherished, may my loneliness thus perish. To this evening we shall share, which would be wasted by myself. No attendants have arrived tonight, alas, besides thyself, but I'll be beside myself when the king reveals himself.
Lay thine hands upon my bodice, for before you stands a goddess. Know this guest of goldenrod is merely the first of the night. Let us drink to your great wealth and family and life, lasting till your afterlife. I'll be yours once here.
Yes, until my schemes may flourish, we shall haunt my empty fortress. Let us dance a whirling dervish while we feed our appetites. By the morrow we shall know if the king came tonight. Midnight marks the final chime. Until that comes, there's still time.
Graciously obeisant to demonstrate a courtly patience, he declines no invitation he receives upon his court. All who live in doomed Yatil will know without report. The king arrived by your escort, a prophecy of grim import. An immaculate performance, dearest. Bravissimo. There's only one more scene to reenact, and then this world will be mine.
I probably should have asked before we got to the final act, but this play isn't a tragedy, right?
No, it's not. The ending is actually quite hilarious.
Oh, that's actually a huge relief. What happens?
Your character is slain, and all of his wishes come true in an unexpected way. In his ambitions of greed, influence, and fame, he dies penniless, alone, and infamous.
Sounds hilarious. Wait, my character dies? I'm gonna die? I thought you said it was a comedy.
Comedy is merely tragedy from far enough away, dearest.
Rude. Is she implying that she thinks my death would be funny? I get that she's an outer god, so human morals don't really apply to her, but that's gotta be cruel even for her. No way can I go through with that. Sorry, I don't want to die again.
I anticipated that you might get cold feet after learning of your character's fate. However, my wrath is terror far beyond a touch of stage fright. So, for your sake, dearest, do the fucking scene.
Gay! ingredients, red fire candles, and king is in the room. Okay, I think we already did the uninvited guest thing. So, yeah, king's in the room. Well lit. Well lit. Already used up my supplies to cook for Lynetta. All that's left is leftovers from her dark communion.
You must be kidding. You were seriously planning on serving this to me?
Wait, I can explain.
Please.
I have nothing.
Mere leftovers for a king? How humiliating! If you would serve your king leftovers, who, pray tell, did you find worthy of the feast?
She's on to me. She's gonna figure out I served it to Lynetta. I hear heavy chains dragging nearby. I just got hungry. I skipped breakfast this morning, so...
You ate an entire feast on your own because you were feeling peckish?
Yeah.
So, the person you think deserves to eat before the king does is you?
Yeah.
Such self-idolatry is a serious crime against me, God King and heiress to Carcosa. Conveniently, the punishment for blasphemy and treason is the same. Death. What a shame. I thought you had some potential, but you're a totally worthless servant in the end.
Oh god, she's serious. I'm seriously gonna die here. Wait, what if I did something to appease you? Then would my crime be forgiven?
I am God King. All is as I say. If I wish for you to be pardoned, then it shall be so. Perhaps if you grovel on your hands and knees, I can let you off lightly.
I immediately drop into a full prostration bow. Please forgive me. Let me make things up to you. I beg you.
You look so pathetic like that. Very well. You shall be...
I'm a lonely worm. Forgive me, but don't let me off with that harsh punishment first.
You... Don't you think you said that too willingly? I'm just checking, but you're not enjoying this, right?
I mean... I do like a little punishment from time to time. A kid, of course. No? Yes.
Oh, you shameless pig! You're lower than... This is what you were about to try to feed me, right? And this will be your trough, swine!
Oh, you want a bite? Even though my lips have touched it?
Open wide, and don't drop a single morsel. I won't forgive you if you make a mess on my gown.
A juice-soaked morsel from the leftovers is shoveled into my mouth. It feels gritty, with an unusual texture, like it's covered in thousands of small hairs. Blech. She fed me kiwi! It tastes strangely. I can't even begin to guess what food this used to be. I try to gulp it down before I can taste it, but it's too big to swallow whole. If I just bite it in half once and swallow the pieces, I might get it down before I gag. As I bite down, it bursts like a tomato, filling my mouth with sweet juice. It tastes extremely fruity, sort of pineapple-y even. That is good. It's better than good, it's great. It's godlike nectar and instantly addictive ambrosia. More, I need more. It's too delicious to have just one bite. It's seriously like nothing else. As soon as I swallow, I feel immediately the effects of withdrawal. My fond memories of any other food fade to utter disgust. The mere thought of ever eating anything else makes my stomach churn. I greedily take another bite, filling my mouth with as much as I can. Smooth nectar bursting from every bite swims around in my mouth, coating every surface. It's so delicious that it's making my mouth tingle. Huh? Did I just bite my cheek? Why do I taste blood? The dull tingling suddenly turns into a sharp sting, and then into an unbearable burning. My whole mouth feels raw, like I'm gargling acid. It's like my mouth is being digested. I lurch to spit it out, but my willpower fails me. I just can't bear to spit it out. It's too good! The food falls out of my mouth with a splat, as a heap of bloody viscera. It might be my imagination, but I swear I spat out twice as much as I put in my mouth. The horror.
Wipe away that sour expression, dearest. The next act is about to begin, and everyone will be watching.
Okay. Eclipse. Interior, no light besides open window. Damn the night and morrow scornful, wicked morning unremorseful. Why tonight must I be mournful for ambitions unfulfilled? After all my preparations, all the daylights I have killed, why is it us only still? Oh, why are my wishes unfulfilled?
Why so livid? It's your actions that permitted this result, truly befitted to a hunger such as thine. Though your greed is grave and tomb and crypt in which you die, it's within your grease you fry. Dearest host, the end is nigh.
Wretched guest, you've come to mock me for bemusement thou was hawking. And so in the town you stalked me to watch my schemes fall apart? Strip thy mask, apologize, then hastily depart. Leave thee just my broken heart, leave naught else in the whole or part.
I wear no mask, no witness, for it was thee who hast permit this golden guest to own the dimness of the city of Yatil. Lo, for I'm the king in yellow, whose long shadow's on Yatil, and whose shadow you're in still. Dark as death is now Yatil.
Faugh! Draw thy blade from mine contusion, my life reaches its conclusion. Cruelty matched by your delusion that you truly are the king. Yes, you would have granted all my wishes, not forsaken me. If indeed you were the king, why would you have murdered me?
I've granted all your wishes, I'm afraid I disagree. All alone you are with all of your remaining family. And as vision turns to darkness, you have claim to all you see. And you'll wear that mask and robe for the rest of all your life indeed. And the strong revolt to illness haunt you till with crypt-like stillness, and none left alive to witness my ascension to Yatil. And from the catacombs shall spill the cries of innocence laid still, ye heard from lady and from smithy and from throne to peasant mill. Cries unprecedented in the history of Yatil. Wails unlike they'll ever be again in dark Yatil. That your invitations quill brought the king to Black Yatil. Thank you! Oh, thank you! You're all too kind. Listen to that applause, dearest. The euphoria of a flawless recitation.
Innumerable voices make up the cacophony of cheering outside my door. Fanatical revelry, screams of terror and sadistic amusement, all amidst thunderous applause. The king has come.
Smiles, dearest,
Oh
smiles.
my.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Why didn't you use a stage knife? I'm really bleeding out here. My blood streams from a gaping wound in my chest. My abdomen is unseamed.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will.
Ya cunt.
Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins. The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches you promised. Plural. You said you'd give me 2.
Even now, that's really all you can think about? Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound, and you're worried about smooches? You are an interesting human. It is a pity that you'll soon cast away your individuality for me.
Alright, let's see. Host expires. Yellow sign. If you are content to spend your life with the king, dim all lights, leaving your window open, and light black fire candles. And draw the shape.
Behold, my slave, my eternal captive audience.
Okay.
I presume you are wondering about those smooches, huh? Tell me, does a servant that betrays his master only to come crawling back to collect his reward deserve anything? You'll get nothing from me, while I take everything from you.
Bitch. So no smooch?
None.
Not even two?
If I wasn't going to give you one, why would you think I'd give you two?
You know, I think I hate people that go back on their word even more than I love smooches.
What's with that defiant tone? You're supposed to be under my control now.
Say, you're the embodiment of the light from your planet, right?
Why, yes, I am.
So, in a way, the planet star Carcosa is also you, right?
Well, yes, but what could you possibly mean by asking that?
It means I just figured out a way to get the smooches you promised me, even if it means taking out this whole planet with me. Carcosa Grumsada Fatagananas Yagin.
Hey, you're only supposed to cast that once. Carcosa is close enough. What are you doing, casting that spell repeatedly? Like, that spell only brings Carcosa within a dangerous distance to the Earth. But why do something so pointless? If you keep casting it, Carcosa will move closer and closer to Earth. Don't tell me. Are you trying to smooch my planet itself? Heavens below. You're serious?
Oh
Come now,
no.
we can be reasonable about this. If you crash Carcosa into the Earth, it'll be an extinction-level event for humanity. I'll lose every member of my court that I worked so hard to steal from Lunetta. There's no need to do anything drastic.
Dying once or twice is a small price to pay for smooches.
Wait! Don't you like being with me? Think back to all the good times we had on our date.
That was short.
Please?
Carcosa. You've had a terrible end, haven't you? Alright, so now we're going to do this again, but we're only going to do 1 Lunetta, 2 Estir, and then after that it's Estir completely, so yeah, we'll just do this. Now we get to the end.
Thank you! Listen. Smile!
The king has come, oh my. I will never stop chuckling at that one.
To ensure...
Oh.
Behold, the yellow sign. Become my slave, my eternal captive audience. Tell me, dearest, your devotion to me faltered today, did it not? I cannot fathom how someone as common as my sister could have led you astray.
Well, she's nicer than you rude.
Alas, this is a problem of the past. As you are now the fully devoted servant that I see fit to invite to my court.
All the husks, they're bleeding from their chest onto their elegant robes, just like me. All these people. Why?
Why? You're acting like you're staring at pure evil.
I am?
I do not kill or maim humans personally, nor do I cause the reality-ending maelstroms your ex-girlfriend does. I do this because it's what I live for. It's what I am. I am entropy. Disorder. Where things are built tall, I appear to knock them down. Monuments, nations, relationships.
Some of these husks have wedding rings on their
I
fingers.
steal the hearts and minds of the rich or powerful to break them, and litter my court with them like gold dust.
But why me of all people? I'm broke.
Because I am the breeze of chaos that knocks down any tower that challenges the grandness of my court. Your relationship with my sister was one of those things.
Oh, so she was jelly. I
Before,
gotcha.
I only pursued you because you have a great deal of clout amongst the Nykelin crowd and shrewd, wealthy types. You would have been an incredibly powerful servant who would have been able to draw in countless wayward souls that meet my standards. At least, Until that reality ended and you undid all of my hard work.
Oops.
All of my followers that I had stolen from Lynetta. Gone in an instant. And I had no choice but to abandon that reality. There's nothing left to destroy if nothing exists, you see. But in this reality,
I mean, we
I've
got
stolen
so
away her
many
most
realities
powerful
here.
asset.
My thoughts are already becoming muddled. The dizzying, lurid glow of the yellow sign is sweeping me away.
Soon, Lynetta will fade into obscurity. Less than a forgotten memory. She'll have never existed.
Lynetta? Who's that? The only outer god I know of is Estir.
For this, I am ever so grateful. How to show my appreciation, I wonder. Allow me to fulfill my end of our agreement. 2 smooches, as promised. Close your eyes, dearest.
Smooch! Enslavement! Alright. There we go.
Thank you! Oh, listen to that applause, dearest.
The euphoria of flawless recitation. A cacophony of cheering outside my door. Fanatical revelry. Screams of terror and sadistic amusement. All amidst thunderous applause. The king has come.
Smiles, dearest, smiles! Aren't you proud of yourself?
Why didn't you use a stage knife? Really bleeding out. My blood is streaming. Gaping wound in chest. My abdomen is unseamed.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will.
It's a pretty hardcore method acting.
Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches you promised? Plural. You said you'd give me 2.
Even now, that's really all you can think about?
Yes.
Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound, and you're...
Okay. Again. Been through all of that before. Been through all of that before. Okay. Window open. Black fire candles. That's...
Behold, the yellow sign. Become I am entropy. Disorder. Where things are built. Relationships. I steal the hearts and minds of the rich or powerful.
Why me of all people?
Because before I only pursued you because you have a great deal of clout amongst the night-going crowd and shrewd, wealthy types. You would have been an incredibly powerful servant who would have been able to draw in countless wayward souls that meet my standards. At least, until that reality ended and you of all of my followers that I had stolen from Lynetta. Gone. There's nothing left to destroy. But in this
You're bleeding. All these people,
Why?
why? No, I mean, why are they still here? Aren't they kind of third-wheeling our moment here? Kick them out.
Huh? Such a defiant tone. Why aren't you under the effects of the yellow sign? Were you unaffected? Did the spell fail?
I don't feel any different.
You're supposed to be obsessed with me.
Ah! Already was since I first saw you. That's why your little spell didn't work.
You can try and resist it all you want, but one way or another, you're my eternal slave from now on.
Are you proposing to me? I accept.
No, dearest, I'm not talking about marriage. What I'm talking about is catering to my every whim, anticipating my every desire, and living solely to please me.
Yeah, that just sounds like marriage.
No! I'm talking about a servitude where you do nothing but kiss the ground I walk on and revere me for all of time. A servitude unlike anything on Earth, where you never so much as think of anyone else.
No, we have that on Earth, and it's called marriage.
It's different!
Jesus Christ. It's not.
Is too!
How so?
It means no freedom. Forever. You are only permitted to do as I
Jesus
say.
Christ. Yep.
And it means preparing every single one of my meals for me, whenever I so wish.
Yeah, for sure.
And it means never being allowed to quit your servitude. You'll never be free of me so long as you live.
Until death do us part, even.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, but you're literally just describing being married. Holy crap. I mean, hey, if that's what you want, then I'm in. Let's get married.
Dearest,
Oh my.
you shouldn't. I stole you away. I ruined your relationship with Lynetta.
I preferred you from the beginning. I already broke up with Lynetta in the other reality, actually.
Why are you being so persistent? You can't really want to marry me that badly. You're just trying to act all smooth so I give you your second smooch.
Save it for our wedding day.
You can't be serious, right?
Oh, but serious he was. He looks so bewildered.
Sucker for love. First date.
Alright, so that was Sucker for Love. That was the second part of the second chapter. We just have one more chapter to go, and then we're done with Sucker for Love. Afterwards, I'm still trying to decide if I want to do... I'll probably do Ghostwire Tokyo. And then I'll start making a list of some random games I have on my Steam, and I'll just put it up for people to vote on. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Every day is a new victory, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye! Don't forget to subscribe.